EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the Gold Rush city of Sacramento. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Bisons of Sacramento. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, later, two.
Carr going to throw right away. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, check, man.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
Down.
Now 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 4. Ritter. Complete to Drake London. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Shot, 17.
Ritter on the 4th down try. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
New strike, Chief.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now!
And now Carr changing the formation.
What's up?
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Read option. This is White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Four yards to go on second down from the 7.
That's up.
They keep it on the ground. Right again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board instead. A long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far down. Those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready. Set.
Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
12, 10. Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. Fielded at the 33.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the state capital of California, the Gold Rush city of Sacramento. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Bisons of Sacramento. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Carr.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ritter back to throw. Throw to Eskridge, complete on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. His guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express! Get down, get down!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. To throw his Carr. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now Carr again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now Ritter. Got a man. It's London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Ritter to throw it. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. Back to throw. Ritter being chased out left. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Shi Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. 76 yards. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter now. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Hey, Blue. Smith in motion right.
Green Jack, stick, mega, white, red, yellow. Ready?
3rd and long now. Ritter. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 35 yards. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Carr. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's to the former Falcon, Russell Gage. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
This time, Ritter choosing to throw it. This ball down the field for Pitts. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
What's up?
They'll try the right side here with White. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Now they'll change things around before the snap. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
On play action, now Carr. He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
What down?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Down!
Throwing on first down is Carr. Still going inside the 20. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Down!
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Express! Later 8! That's it!
Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Express!
In motion left, that's Gage.
Express!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
That's it!
Carr will try it again on second down. Touchdown! Trey Palmer with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bisons are able to cut into that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Okay, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
22 needle. Hey, red. Blue strike. 10.
Ritter on first and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ritter from the gun. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Red, cycle. Blue, yellow. Blaster, 6. Cut.
On first down, Ritter. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
That's out quickly to London. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Here we go.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Down! Purdue! .734. White Monday down. It's a hook.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready,
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two...
There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 78 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What now?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score it here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Carr now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 198 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there gets him down to the 6-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the ready. Ready?
Ritter back to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now!
Opting to run again here with White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. McCarr, he wants to change up the look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr finding Otten once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Flushed out right. He's got his man London right side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready, ready. Ready.
First down, here's Ritter. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Taking it right down Broadway. There he goes again. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Ready? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
White. 6-18. That's it.
Now Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here we go.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Set.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Get.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Steel black. Slide blue. Black shot. Ready?
Ritter on the 4th down try.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far. Now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Needle blue. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Shot.
Ritter going to change it up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy. And my goodness, another interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready, set. Clock, 10. Ready.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee